Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala starts every surah of the Quran with Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, which shows the love of Allah, that Allah is merciful and He's loving. And He also wants us to be all the time to love people and not to hate people. We learn also in the Islam that when you see some people doing wrong things, then don't hate those people, but rather what is in them, the bad attitude, hate that bad attitude only, and not to the hate to themselves. Because if you can remove these ugly things from that person, then that person has no problem at all. And what I said yesterday, that we as a Muslim, we learn to love every day of our life, not just particular days in our life. That's what the modern world is teaching. Mother's Day, Father's Day, and they just want to be focused on that day for the father or mother, but we don't do this. We learn in Islam to love every day because it is obligation, it is part of our faith. As Prophet said, you cannot enter to paradise until you believe, and you cannot become a believer until you love each other. So we learn in Islam, in the Quran, in the life of the Prophet Muhammad to love our loved ones every day and not just once in a year. So we love our parents, our wives, our children, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, grandparents, relatives, friends, neighbors, and all believers every day of our life. Unlimited love. And we just always put the love in our heart and no hatred in the heart. Because the love can give the life to us, and then the hatred can destroy our hearts. So always to be loving and always to be kind and generous to the people in the world. Those who are keeping the hatred in the heart, they damage their heart. Their heart will be very sick. As we yesterday were one of our questions, that the heart can get sick also, and heart can get rusted also. So remembrance of Allah, it can resolve the damage of the heart. So people who do always hatred in the heart, then the heart become very destructive and ugly, and then they have anything in their life to do good because their heart is already burned. So the jealousy, the hatred, the anger, galit, no need to keep in the heart. In the heart, always have a love and compassion, mercy, and kindness and generosity in the heart, and not to keep any things which can destroy your heart, which is especially the anger, the jealousy, hatred. But if you can keep in your heart the love and mercy, and then your heart will always be happy and not sad and not in depression. Because those people who always get angry, they always get hatred for the people, masamang lob. And what happened? Their heart started to get sick, and then later their heart has nothing to good in there anymore. And then this person will always do evil because his heart is already dead. And remembrance of Allah can make heart alive. Always to remember Allah. The best of remembrance is La ilaha illallah. There is no God except Allah. The people who hate other people and the people who are angry to other people in their heart, they are not damaging to those people, but they are damaging their own heart, because their heart is getting damaged and burned with this. It is the attitude of the shaitan, the iblis, the devil. When he started to jealous to Adam and he started to angry to Adam, and he was arrogant to himself, then his heart become the heart of shaitan. He become devil. So the important thing is also not to keep make your heart humble and not your heart to be arrogant, because people who are arrogant or mayabang, they cannot enter to paradise. As the Prophet Muhammad said, the people who have arrogance in the heart, even the weight of an atom, shall not smell the paradise. He cannot go to paradise because of his arrogance. So these are the beautiful character which we can attribute with love, kindness, generosity, compassionate, mercy, and no hatred, no anger, no jealousy, and not to keep the hatred in the heart and not to keep any anger for anyone in the heart. Rather to clean your heart with all kind of anger and hatred from your heart. As the Prophet Muhammad said, my best of my sunnah, my way is every morning and every evening clean your heart for the hatred of the people. That's what the Prophet Muhammad teach us. To every morning and every evening, walis, he said walis, the word broom, your heart. Remove all the dirt from your heart. And what is the dirt here? Is the anger, the hatred for the people. Masamang lob. When you keep this hatred in your heart, then your heart is going to damage, your heart going to burn, and then there will be no happiness in your heart. Your heart will be a sad heart, a heart with sadness and no happiness. So always be happy, always be kind, always be generous, always smile to people, and always talk nice words to people, and don't destroy the hearts of the people with your bad words, because sometimes your words can damage the heart of the people. So these are the beautiful teachings which I can share for tonight. So Allah said in the Quran, وَلِلَّهِ الْمَشْرِقُ وَالْمَغْرِبُ فَإِنَّمَا تَوَلُّوا وَجْهُ فَثَمَّ وَجْهُ اللَّهِ. For Allah belongs the east and Allah belongs the west. Allah said in the Quran, wherever you face, Allah is in front of you. So it is only for the discipline, because if you don't have the particular direction, then people will fight that I will pray this direction. So for congregation, but if without congregation, 24 hours, you can always pray to Allah any direction, not a problem. But when you have a congregation, the 5 times daily prayer, then you have to go to particular direction to avoid the indiscipline, fitna. Because if there is no direction, then in the everyday, in the most people will fight. I like this direction, I like this, and I like this. So people will fight. And also it's a universal. The Kaaba in the center of the earth, and Kaaba is 4 square. So people in the east will face the west, and people in the west will face the east. The people in the south will face the north, and the people in north will face the south. So it's a universal way of worship. So Kaaba is just a center where we are facing, worshipping only one God. And Allah is free from any location, because Allah is not in Kaaba, or Allah is not in some particular place, because Allah is infinite, and He was existing when there was nothing created. So He is still existing without any. He is near to us more than our jugular vein. He is very near.